All right, cool. Well, just pulled in. I went back home and grabbed my toy hauler here. So this is going to be way more comfortable with the cold weather coming in. It's got a furnace, it's got a bathroom, a kitchen, refrigerator. It's got a little workshop in the back. It's a toy hauler, so I'll take you for a little tour later. Right now it's all messy because I just got here. So yeah, this is where I think I'm gonna call home for a little bit. You know, right now this is just kind of raw woods, but I'll clean this up really nice to make a little campsite here. You know, make it comfortable, put some chairs and my barbecue and stuff. But yeah, I think this is it. So earlier too, I took my backhoe and I dug down and made this like little fire pit, so it'll be nice and easy. I'll spread this dirt around, go get some rocks. So I got a nice little fire pit. The other thing I did is see all these down trees. These ones here I cut because they were dead, and I'd rather cut them all down now. Anything that didn't look healthy I cut down, so you know, this doesn't land on my camper when I'm away. But yeah, I cut all these over here I cut and everything. But yeah, so everything's cut. So yeah, cool. I got my driveway in, I got my Conex in, and now I backed up here and I got my camper in. So cool. Now that I got the camper here, the next thing I need to do is go get some water. I didn't travel with water because it's super heavy, and camper was already full of a bunch of junk that I brought up here. So I got to get some water now, and luckily I got a stream. It's about 300 feet or about 100 yards right down that way, and I brought with me 300 feet of garden hose. Hopefully that will be enough. And I got one of those Wayne water pumps. I hope that's strong enough to push that water 300 feet. We'll find out, you know. But yeah, next mission is to go get some water. So this is the setup I'm going to use to try to get some water. What I got is this little Honda 1000 generator. It's super light, super quiet, and that has more than enough power to run this. This is it's a half horsepower. It takes 8.4 amps, so times 8.4 by 120, what's that, like 800? It's like right on the limit of what this can do. Yeah, so this is like just a little transfer pump. You know, it's got a big motor right here. I seen these labeled as Wayne transfer pumps. So this one's called Utilitech, but I've seen these at the store, Wayne. I thought that's what I had, but I guess I got this off brand. I'm not sure if I bought it online or at Lowe's or something, but these are really good pumps. These are all cast iron. There's no plastic on here. It's really good pump. I use it all the time. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this generator to power this pump, and this thing really pumps a lot of water at like really high PSI, like 60 PSI at least, 50 or 60, and it's really powerful. So I don't know, I might have like a 20-foot drop and about 300 feet coming up this way. So we'll see if it'll work. So I'll start with 2 bundles. Each one of these is 100, and then I got my last 100 up here, which I'll run that way, and the other 2 I'll start at the stream and come up. So let's see if this will work. Yeah, let's head on down to the stream. Here's my little Conex here. Kind of already turning it into the junkyard. I gotta put all this stuff inside the Conex. I just kind of dumped it here, but this is all my gold mining equipment. I do a lot of gold mining, so I got a bunch of dredges. So that little stream is just right down here. Okay, there's a stream right there, but the camper is kind of that way, so I'm going to do the shortest run. So I'll go down here a little bit more. There's the camper up there. Probably like right here. Yeah, right here is going to be the shortest run. So there's probably another like 40 or 50 feet right here, and then it drops down into that little gully. There's like a little stream. So yeah, we'll try right here. So yeah, I think this will be the most direct run. There's my camper right there, and here's the road, and right over there is a stream. I don't know if you can see, but through the woods there's my pop-up that's right down there. So that's where the culvert is, and where I've been staying in the pop-up. Eventually I would love to get the toy hauler down there because it's right on the stream. It's really nice down there. I like it, but this road really isn't good enough right now to bring that toy hauler down, but eventually I'll work my way up to it. Grab the pump first, that's the generator. Alright. Just a short little walk through here. Should be the creek. There it is. It's really low. Hopefully I can get enough water. That's not too bad, but gotta go right here. Oh yeah, there's a little pool right here. I can put the foot valve in, and it's creeping along. It's not a fast flow. You can see there it is. It's still moving, but definitely not like it was in the spring. But yeah, here we go. Try to get some water from here. So here's the foot valve. This is on the end of that thing. It's got a one-way valve, so water can only come up through the hose and it can't go down. I'm not sure if this pump here requires a foot valve, but I use it anyways because it's a lot easier because the water can't come back out of the pump. So I think I need as much hose as possible, so let's see as far as we can go with everything. So take that foot valve, probably right there's. Get another inch or two. There we go. So I use this pump here quite a bit. So what I did is put a quick valve on there. This is a cam lock. It just kind of snaps right on, you know. Boom. And you just clip there and there. And there it is. Nice and tight. So there's a little piece of hose I already got. So we'll bring this up this way. Alright, there we go. Now get the big hoses and make my way towards my camper. Well, got the first hose down. I think we're going to make it here. It's going to be close. The camper's right through the woods right there. There's the end. And so far I made it 100 feet, I guess. So I got another reel. Put the other reel on and hopefully we got enough to go to the camper. I made it all the way up to the camper, so I got plenty of line up there. I got another maybe 15 or 20 feet extra, so plenty of hose. So the blue line comes all the way down there to the river. So next up is let's power the pump, see if it's got enough pressure. So again, I'm going to use this little Honda 1000 and see if she's got enough power to push water all the way up there. Almost ready to try this out, so I'm just letting the generator warm up. This kind of pump here, you got to prime it, so you got to take this little cap off and you need to fill it full of water. So I got some water right here. Just gotta fill her up. There we go. It's all full. So sometimes I gotta do this twice because this hose right here, it's kind of long and the water likes to kind of fill that hose first before suction happens, but sometimes it'll happen on the first try. We'll see. And then you know, I got a deep enough hole. Hopefully there's enough water coming in to replace what I'm going to take out, but we'll find out. All right, let's see if she'll pump. There it is right there. You can see it going. There it goes. Ooh, she's pumping. Sounds like it's pumping, so generator's holding up. All right, let's go up top and let's see if we got water up there. All right, here we go, coming around. Think there'll be water? Let's find out. There's not a lot of water, but it is pumping out of there. Maybe I got a kink somewhere. But here we go. All right, we do have water. It's not a lot. Like, oh, there we go. Something's going on. It must be a kink or something's going on. Oh, you know what? I could feel ice in here. There's ice. There's ice in this hose here. There it goes. Well, we'll let this run for a minute, get all that ice out of there, then we'll check the flow. She's running really good now. There we go. She's been running for a few minutes, and you know, it's pretty good flow here. Almost as strong as a garden hose. Maybe just a little bit shy of a regular household garden hose, but still plenty of water. And that's again, that's 300 feet and about 20 feet of drop. So that little pump's working good, and it's only taken a 1,000-watt generator to run all of it. So yeah, anyways, I got 2 water tanks here. I got one on this side and one on the other side. Each one's 33 gallons. And I asked Google real quick, you know, how much bleach to add. So again, I'm not going to be drinking this water. I'm just going to use it to like shower with, wash dishes, stuff like that. I buy, you know, gallon spring water from the stores to for my coffee and stuff like that. But just for shower and stuff, I'm just going to go. They said to add I think it was 1.5 cups of bleach. That must be to completely sanitize it, but that just seems like way too much, you know. If I take a shower with this stuff, I don't want my hair to turn bright white or bright yellow or anything. So I'm just gonna put 1/2 cup in each tank, and I think that will be fine. Maybe even less. You know what? I'm gonna do less. I'm only gonna do 1/3 cup. That seems like a lot of bleach. That's a lot of bleach. I don't know. That just seems like too much bleach. So I'm just gonna go with 2 ounces. 2 ounces of bleach for 33 gallons. Does that sound right? Again, I'm not drinking, and I'm just gonna shower with it. Even that seems like too much. Oh, I spilled some of it. I'm gonna do the same thing again. So that's too much. 2 ounces. 2 ounces is about 1/4 cup. That's fine. Put this side. There we go. Alright, there we go. Let's fill up the tanks. Now, let me rinse up that bleach on each side before it makes a big mark on the camper. So the other thing I did was make this like a little connector, so that way I can push this rubber hose down into there and it won't shoot back out at me. So I gotta kink that line and screw this on. So there we go. I got my little hose on there. That shoots pretty far, pretty good. Now I can just kind of stick that right in there. There we go. I got water in my camper. Sweet. Now I can take a shower, wash my dishes, do the stuff I need to do. And also, now that I got water up here, I brought a power washer, so I can power wash all my equipment, my four-wheeler, my truck, all my stuff. So cool, we got water. So both tanks are all filled up, and we still got plenty of flow here. So I guess down in that creek, it didn't suck up all the water that was in that little pool. So yeah, it's been running probably like total of 10 minutes because I let it go for like 5 minutes. Then it took about 5 minutes to fill those tanks, and still going strong. So let's go down to the creek and see if it made any impact on that little pool. Let's check it out. All right, here we go. Let's see, I still see a lot of water in there. That's good. This little generator held up great. No problem. Plenty of water replacing that hole. I didn't think it was a lot of water coming in, but that's the flow. I guess the flow was good enough not to make an impact. So with the water really low like this is the end of the year, November, and it's been so dry. Like there's all drought warnings and everything. So that's really cool that even though it's this dry, still got plenty of water. So I did it. I got water 300 feet away and about 20 feet of rise with just this little transfer pump and about 1,000-watt generator. So cool. Yeah, I got water. Now I can wash my dishes and shower and do what I got to do. So awesome. So let's see. It's I got about half the day left. So I guess I'm gonna go run over to my backhoe and start building some roads. Why not? So my next video, we're gonna continue with making roads. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.